Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY. Today's project, we're going to fix a cymbal that has a crack in it. Stick with me, I'm going to show you how. Okay, so there's a couple ways that you can do this, but I'm going to show you the way that I think is the easiest. And how we're going to do it is we're just going to need a Dremel tool, and you just need to have a cutting tool hooked to the end of the Dremel. Some safety glasses, obviously, so when we start to cut, as well as just some sandpaper. And then I've got just a spray can lid, and I'm going to use this as a jig, and I'll show you how this works in just a second. Okay, the first thing that we want to do is we want to get to the top of the crack, and we're just going to use a Sharpie, and we're going to mark the top of the crack just like that with that little mark, so we know exactly where the top of the crack is. Okay, so now we've got the top of the crack marked, as you can see. Okay, so you can see where the crack is right here, and there's the mark at the top of the crack, but we need to be able to do a big enough arch. We're going to go just above that mark, and I'm going to use this to trace so I get a nice arc up and around just like that. Okay, now because we need to have it fanned out so it's a nice smooth, no edges, we're going to just come from right here and connect like that. So we have a nice arch. Okay, so before we start doing any kind of cutting, we have our template placed. We're ready to go. I'm gonna clamp this to the table just like this so that nothing will move. And I'm gonna clamp it on both sides so that we get a nice even cut all the way along. Nothing's gonna move on us here. Okay, so next we're going to pull out a sanding attachment to the Dremel, and I'm going to use the sander to smooth out this big arch that we just cut out. Okay, so then next I'm going to take just some regular sandpaper. This is a 220 grit, and I'm just going to use this and do it by hand just to get any other small little jagged edge or anything that may feel a little bit sharp or jagged. I'm just going to sand this down. Okay, so we do have another crack on the other side, almost directly across, so we'll just repeat the exact same process to take out the second crack. Okay, so after we get it cut, obviously it looks a little bit rough, so that's why we're going to use a little sanding wheel now on the Dremel. What's great about this is I can really reshape this now and make it really nice and smooth and give it much nicer curves to it. Okay, so then I just go back over with, this is a 220 grit sandpaper, so it's not the finest, but it's got a little bit of grit to it so that we can really smooth this thing out, and it makes it just super soft so you can run your finger along it and you're not going to get any, it's not going to cut you, there's no slivers, there's no metal, anything coming out at you. So we'll just go ahead and finish sanding this down a little bit, and I think we're about done. Okay, so there you have it. You can see how nice and smooth all that is, and we have completely eliminated the crack on both sides. So if we had not done it this way, it will continue to grow, and that crack will just continue to go across and ruin the entire cymbal. This happens to be a clap stack, so there's another cymbal that's going to rest underneath it, and then when you hit it, it sounds like you're clapping. Okay, so we've got this all back together. As you can see, this is the clap stack. So what we were working on is the bottom cymbal of this, so there's actually three that go together. So this is the end product, so you can see it actually turned out really nice. It's nice and clean on the edges, and hopefully this is going to prolong the life of this cymbal. Now what's cool is it did not change the sound at all on this clap stack. So there you have it. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.